Shazam! Hey everyone. I want to start working more through my backlog, and there's definitely some sets I'm a little less thrilled about, but I'd rather at least build them once than not at all. And this is one of them. Hey Ryan, yeah, you know what? Um, you know, my daughter made me something to chew on because it's just me and her. Well, my wife's at the Christmas party stuff, and we weren't, we were going to go do some Christmas shopping. She wasn't into it. So it's like, we just kind of munched our way through stuff and didn't really do dinner. But she made me some nice, I don't know, meat stuffed in something. They were pretty good. Pot stickers. That's it. But yeah, man, I mean, I knew what time it was. Went in the washroom. Changed my shirt too, just for giggles. Declawed myself. I noticed on my morning stream, I mean, literally only takes 2 days and I get full claws. And I'm running my secondary recording again. Oh, wow. Okay, so my buddy just told me that show I'm going to this weekend is going to cost us $10 more. Lovely. Let's see. How am I breaking into this set? Yeah. Oh no, trust me, you weren't that distracting. I had plenty going on, including my mom, who's bugging me to play my turn on. Remember how I said last night, like I had 20 games with her on the go, and she was a couple days behind? Well, she started catching up. I invited Jacob. Actually, I probably invited a few people, but I invited Jacob because honestly, I don't know anything about this Ninjago stuff. If he shows, he shows. If he doesn't, he doesn't. This is a set that I'm going to build, and there's actually a very good chance I'm just going to sell it. Seriously, like, just no interest. It's not even a very good looking dragon. I don't want to crap on a build. It's like, oh, neat stickers. We'll see. I mean, I like the mechs, but I really haven't bought much other than Quake and one or two others. So yeah, I don't know where I'm going to go. There's my Eevee from earlier. By the way, that's an awesome build. 4 bags. Let's see. 4, 3, 2, 1. And a turquoise, I guess. Is that right? Brick separator. Dee. Yeah, no biggie. I'm just going to tell my buddy. Yeah, so we're going to the Transformers show, which is cool. I'm into it, not as much as my buddies are, but yeah. Last time I went, I mean, there was a lot of nice new stuff. It's worth the price if you know you're going to buy something. But I want to hang with my friends, so that's why I'm going. Now, see, that's funny, eh? The thickness of some of the Lego bags definitely changes. This is a 2020 set. Ooh, weird stuff. Okay, cool. Well, one thing's for sure, it's not boring looking. I mean, lots of colors. I mean, shapes and stuff here. We already got some figures popping up. Yeah, go away, Mom. The perforated bag, don't really understand why they bother. I mean, you could just as easily swallow other stuff. I just don't really get it. Boy, all that stuff's a little hard. Oh, cool looking sword. Dual mold. Very nice. That's a first for me. Hey, Mama Lego. Oh man, I hate this. I feel a sneeze coming on. Ah, I will most likely be purging a lot of boxes this weekend because I know my wife wants to put up the tree. Now, clearly, she's not going to do it tonight. She's not even home. Okay, that is a crazy. Oh, wow. There's some crazy backpack piece for, let's see. I mean, look at this. To hold the two swords cross. Very interesting. Start pulling out minifig parts here. Oh, wow. That's wicked too. I could definitely see why people dig the minifigs. Some very neat stuff. Another separator for the collection. 3. Is that glow in the dark? If I hold it up and charge it. That's not dark enough down there, so I can't tell. Seems like it might be a glow in the dark. But I'm not sure. Yeah, don't run away. Move all these swords over here. There's a flea market tomorrow at 1 p.m., about 40-minute drive southwest of here tomorrow. Sounds like they have collectibles and Lego they're debating on. Should do it. Why not? It's not terribly expensive. Most of the shows I go to in the area are only $5 or $10 to get in, so it's not a big deal. The one I'm going to tomorrow is quite substantial. It's like 30 or $40 to walk in, so it's quite the cover. Oh, look at this thing, man. A little PlayStation kind of controller. That's wicked looking. 2 of them. Yay. Awesome. Beard. Yeah, I don't have a clue who any of these figures are. Unigami and DigiJ. Okay. So, okay, this is clearly a bottom. Are you going with your Transformer? Yeah, 2 of them. The guy who collects all the primes and the other guy who collects everything else. So it should be a good time. And I'm pretty familiar with the Transformers stuff, so it is a pricey thing, but it's like, yeah, it's worth going. Oh, we got 2 faces on this guy. Don't think it really matters because you know what? It goes behind the beard. Oh, one's okay. Well, we'll put what the least mean looking. And the hair piece is amazing for this figure. I could see a lot of people wanting it just for this hair piece. If I haven't finished it yet, but let's see. If I take that, now this won't zoom in, so this isn't going to be like when I do the calendars, but I mean, that's pretty cool looking. Look at that crazy hairpiece. And I still need to build some sort of weapon here. Dark gray lightsaber. I should know what a lightsaber looks like. Okay, really? Oh, that's gunmetal gray even. Very nice. And two kind of, was it trans orange looking? Oh, these are hideous. Hideous looking. Okay. So we got him. Neat figure. And I don't build the other guy yet. I'm going to skip ahead. I didn't. Oh, look at that. Weird pieces. Is there a chain? Oh, there's a chain. Okay. So, legs, torso, some crazy backpack. Okay. Yeah. Very cool. Oh boy, this is just goes on and on, eh? The weird stuff here. Feels like I'm building a Mech Warrior 40K figure. Got a little flaggy thing we're sticking in his backpack. Not terribly deep though, but in his joystick here is some sort of crazy weapon with a chain. Okay. And some sort of weird cutting piece. There we go. Wow, that's just nuts. That's something else. Here, we'll do it in the bird's eye. Ooh. Look at that. That's just crazy looking. Oh, first two figures down. Oh, wait, I didn't even put all his stuff in there. So, okay, so he's getting dark green swords. Or not dark green, the glow in the dark ones. I assume they're glow in the dark. One of each, Daredevil style. What else is he supposed to get? I mean, it seems... Wow. I guess some of this stuff must be for the other guys. Because I don't see anything else going on. Jay here. That's crazy. All right. Trans clear, trans clear. We're off to a good start. I hope with all these wacky colors so I don't run into a problem. So I don't really feel like chasing stuff down. But this could be the first set that I build and want to sell immediately, just to make it go away. Oh, look at that. That's weird. It's kind of like you're building a pedestal, that you put the sword in. There, put it against the background of my hand. Kind of neat. I wish that's funny. I say I wish I knew the lore, but the truth is I don't. I just don't like not knowing. I mean, I don't even know all the Star Wars crap that I would like to know, much less try and get into whatever the shenanigans is with this Ninjago and 9 or 10 seasons of cartoons. Little red axle. But I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I'm hoping that there is something that I might want to grab. I highly doubt it, but you never know. It's definitely a high-end show compared to some I go to. So we're using a rubber bit. I love using those rubber bits. I'm usually not disappointed when I get to use those. So I don't know. I assume that's going there. Visibility is not great in this part of the instruction. Excuse my stomach. That's dinner coming back to haunt me. More indigestion. Yeah, I mean, I like some of these colors, but some of the stuff just burns my eyes. I don't know. I don't know how some adults can look at this stuff. I'd almost pulled the trigger on the white dragon. It was discounted about a week ago. I can't remember why I didn't do it. So I was buying a lot of discounted stuff. I wish I could say I'd hit my limit, but clearly I didn't. Green, orange, white. Green, orange, and white. White clips. Oh, go away, Apple. White clips facing in. I just hope my wife doesn't ask for a pickup. Last night she was able to use a company ticket, but this one is not company authorized, so don't know how that's going to work out. Let's see, one of these black pieces, a slider. Gray axle I saw somewhere. Don't you hate when you know you saw something and you can't find it? And a blue 1x2. Okay. Let's swap this up. Just to have something a little different to look at. Slider. I think the sliders are some of the greatest pieces. Okay, and then what? That is interesting. Oh, weird. Very cool. Made a kind of little pressy thing. Very neat. Okay. Gold. I always hate how it's represented in the books. Gray brick and the black piece there. Hey, Scott. How you doing? You can invite yourself if you want. I'm pretty sure I pinned it beforehand this time. Brick. 2, 1. Where's the other one? 2 of these. 2 green and 1x2. Ryan Scott, Scott Ryan. But you guys already know each other. Oops. I don't mind this color blue. It's still a little bright for me. This is the color I wish the Cadillac would have been. But it wasn't. Two of these blue brackets. Nice. Now see, I don't understand why you would put them over green rounds. That does not help. Oh, we're doing this times 2? Nice. Okay, well, let's collect them all. 2. Da, 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 da. Okay, 2 of those. 2 more of these greens. Getting something ready. I'll join in a few. Cool. Awesome. That's the same color blue. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. All right. We're going to do the same thing twice. Orange. Green in there. Blue on top. Okay, so we got one of those. Orange, blue, green. Man, it's tough picking them up when you've declawed yourself. And that's going all the way like that. Now see, that could have been a little better too. They could have put another set of brackets or something. See, because I can squish that. That's poor design, Lego. Technic bit. One of these, one of these. I got, and a jumper. Where's my jumper? Nope, nope. Yep. So on top, Technic plate ties it together. There we go. Oh, okay. And one jumper. Do better, Lego. Yeah. By the same token, never going to satisfy everyone. And I sure won't apologize for them. This year, I actually kept track of my spending, and I'm probably going to do a New Year's episode and spill the beans on what I've spent on all my bricks. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be awful. I figure if I say it out loud, it'll be easier if I want to make any changes. Because most people will never admit to how much they spend on Lego or their other bricks or their hobbies as a whole. It's like, I'm thinking I'm going to do it. I'm working my way up to it. Hi, got to go give something to the neighbors. Be back in a bit. Cool. You're always giving. Now, do I have 3 of these in this lighter blue? Nice. Trans, bright yellow or green, whatever the hell this is. Hideous. Oof. You know, when Lego did trans yellow with the classic blue and gray for classic space, that was one thing. I mean, the yellow was still ugly, but it was kind of neutered by everything else. But then you see what they do with the trans colors now. Bright neon this, bright neon that. And it's like, oh, it's so hard on the eyes. 2 and 2 plates. Wrap around and bond them with the piece. That's cool. That's a pretty good cheat. Yeah, like I said, I'm working my way up to it. Praise me if I actually do it. Don't know how far that's supposed to stick out. It looks like it's supposed to stick out more. If it is, I'm already in trouble. Would that be, no, it's, I was about to say, is that going to be the size of his head? Because that'd be okay. That's not the size of his head. I should have known better. There we go. A little bit of ratcheting action. I know I need bricks. How many? One. I need 2 with pegs. And let's see. Shazam.
Hey, Lego peeps.
Hey.
How's it going, my man?
Well, I'm going deep into the weeds here. I know 0 about Ninjago.
If you're getting into the weeds, I can help you with that one.
I'll put on the green filter.
Right, right. But as far as Ninjago goes, I don't know.
Yeah, this stuff, not my cup of tea. This was a set. This was actually a real super deep clearance. One of those ones that I practically stole.
Okay.
Um, yeah, this is the only one left too. The other ones I blew out a while ago.
Yeah.
But I'm not even too fussed on keeping it in the collection. So I figure I'm going to build it, get it out of the backlog, and then decide what I'll do with it. Maybe I'll like it at the end, and if not, always Kijiji.
Good old parts inventory.
Oh no, I won't keep it as bulk. Oh, if I keep it, I keep it as a set, but I won't. I won't part it down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, those days are over where I'll either buy sets for parts or break them down. Yeah, it'd be an efficient way to store it. Um, but yeah, no terrible interest in doing that anymore. I need 2 of these silly parts. There we go. But I could flip it used, and if
Yeah.
I say every part's there, I'll have to decide once I get to the first sticker if I'm stickering. Yeah, screw it. I want the whole experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's mine until it's not.
There you go. I mean, if I bought a used built Lego set, I would kind of halfway expect the stickers to already be applied.
Yeah, I've been lucky. I've bought plenty over the years where either people were just not fussed to do it or couldn't do it or had unsteady hands, and or sometimes they will do 1 or 2 and then they stop and it's like, cool, I get to do the rest because I'm pretty decent at it.
Yeah, I'll take my time.
I had I've had more than a couple builds where like half the build was the stickers, just the time it took, just because like meticulously trying to get it straight and lined up. And
Right. Yeah, you want to
I
get
mean,
it centered and everything.
and the bigger the sticker, the worse that problem gets too. It's like the UCS plaque stickers, everyone hates them.
Oh, yeah.
It's too big a sticker. It's too important. And if you screw it up, I mean, I really wish Lego would give you 2.
I
There are some
actually,
sticker sets over the years where they gave us a few extra stickers that weren't designated just because they
hmm,
had the extra space on the sheet of paper. And it's like, cool. But
yeah,
it's few and far between now.
I'm sure. But yeah, I actually did not apply the placard sticker for my '89 Batmobile because
Really?
the piece that they give you to put it on is what is it 8 by 16 or a six
Something,
by something like that. A
something like
nice
that.
big
Big
tile
plate. Did big
with a
tile. Yeah.
giant, but it has a giant mold spot right in the middle from the injection molding.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I actually want to take like some
Putty.
Bondo or wood filler
Yeah.
or something and smooth it out before I apply my sticker.
Dude, that is so smart.
But yeah, instead of having that big nipple right in the middle of the sticker, you know.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. I got some wall filler or something.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and
stick
I
a
was
little
even
bit of
thinking
that in there.
sand sand it down a little bit before you apply your filler, just to get rid of that nipple, so to speak, and give you
Yeah,
some better adhesion, you know. And then put your filler, let that dry, sand that smooth with some 200 grit or something, and then put the
yeah.
sticker on.
Because I could absolutely do that. Because trust me, if it's a UCS set, I'm not giving that up. I mean, I'm taking that with me when I
Yeah,
depart.
yeah,
You can bury me with it.
for real.
Save some dirt. Bury me in Lego. Break
Or
down my stuff.
yeah, just break down all my sets and build my casket out of Lego.
God, wouldn't that be cool? The ultimate sorting party.
My last wish of
Dearly
dying.
beloved, we're here today to break down his collection and to bury him in it. I would love to screw everyone over. That's definitely something up my alley.
You want any of Daddy's money left over? You gotta help me out after I die.
I tried a few times to get my daughter to help me do stuff, and like, nah, she's just not into this stuff now.
I hear you.
She's got a couple sets in her room, and I don't know if she'll ever build them. I keep looking at them. She goes, "Go away, Daddy. I'll build them when I'm ready."
Right. She already knows going on through your mind.
Oh yeah. Well, some of those sets I don't currently have, so it's like the only copy is the ones that she's got. So,
Oh man.
oh, it's very tempting sometimes
Right.
because, of course, I don't have enough to build.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you
I
don't
need
have a backlog.
no, no. I need to eye what's in the little girl's room.
Right. So I had my son with me for the Thanksgiving break that we had.
Right.
And, of course, made a trip to the Lego store, and they had the Titanic built over
Oh
there.
my goodness,
I thought that was pretty cool.
Daddy, can I get that? It's like, "Ooh."
Well, we knew about it. We knew about it before it came out. You know, I talked to him and everything, and I had gotten him the Kobe Titanic years ago.
Oh, okay, wicked.
Yeah, for lack of a Lego set, you know. But he understands the situation that there's just nowhere to put it. You know,
Yeah. Like even
as
if
much
the
as
money
we
is
both want.
there, it's like it's crazy. It's so big.
Right. But he surprised me. They had also built there the typewriter, and
Oh
for whatever
yeah.
reason, he fell in love with it.
Really?
Yeah, and he's only 11 years old, but he just thought it was the coolest thing ever.
I think that's a cool sign if that's what
Me
drew him
too.
and not the other 10 things on display. Like that's pretty cool.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, wait, did my son just pick that? Go ahead, boy.
Yeah. I would love to have the typewriter. I still haven't picked it up and I'm debating it all the time.
I was never really drawn to it, but the fact that my son likes it kind of makes me like it more now.
Yeah. It's such a nice display piece. The
That it
piano
is.
did not really draw me at all. It's nice, but to me, it's not as nice as the typewriter.
Yeah,
And the
to me,
fact
the
the
piano
piano
is
doesn't
almost like
play
a
real
gift.
music. It only plays what it wants to play, and so you're not really
Right.
making music with it. It's like,
Yeah.
eh, save.
If you
I'd
could
rather them save
compose
me a
with
hundred
it,
bucks and take that gimmick out.
right. If you could compose music with it, now you're talking.
I'd be all over it.
Yeah. If there was some kind of way that they could make an app that can recognize each individual key and you can actually have some type of playable instrument there, hey, now you got my money.
Yeah. No, it's. I don't begrudge anyone buying it. It's still cool, but it's like, nah, that one just didn't have what it takes to suck it. Because I'm not. It's not hard to part me with my from my money. I
Yeah.
mean, the ad were clearly a sign that it isn't hard, but yeah, they that one didn't do it. Typewriter, absolutely. Um, and weird nostalgia stuff like I still haven't built it, but I got the Mickey Mouse and Minnie
Okay, yeah, that's a
buildable.
cool little set.
And I know from some angles it looks like trash, but from others it looks pretty decent. And it's like, but I grew up on Disney at 6 o'clock on Sundays and
Um,
um, Mickey Mouse Club and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean the nostalgia thing is real. They saw
yeah,
me coming.
that's why I liked the Steamboat Willie set.
Yeah. You know what? When I do build that, my stream is going to be wicked when I do. I'm not going to give away the secret, but it's going to be different than everybody else's.
Okay, you got a little
Yeah.
kick up your sleeve, eh?
Yeah, yeah, I'll step up my game for that one stream.
Cool.
It's going to look cool because I've already done a test and it's like, "Oh, that's going to look so cool when I do it."
Right. And that was another set my son was attracted to.
Really?
Yeah. I
I mean,
was like,
it's a cool looking set period. Even if you're not into the Disney stuff or the old vintage cartoon stuff. I mean, I just think it's a cool looking boat. I got it handy
mhm.
too. It's right behind all this stuff.
All that.
I just like looking at it, but I do have it a little buried right now.
I hear you. But yeah, well, us being from New Orleans, he really liked the fact that it was a steamboat, of course, and then
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
also he was familiar with the cartoon, so it was two things that got his attention about that, you know.
I would love a steamboat casino boat,
Oh
a lot.
man,
Wouldn't that be cool? A large
so
build. Let's be nice and say half the length or less of the Titanic build. Something reasonable. Let's say at the very most 25, 30 inches, but still nice.
yeah, like half
Um,
music scale or something.
yeah, because if they keep it under 31 inches long, then pretty much almost anybody with like an IKEA bookcase, like a Billy bookcase, is like the stuff behind me. They'll be
Yeah,
able to put it on there if they keep it under 31 inches. Not that I expect anyone to actually think like that, like, oh, we got to keep it small enough to fit on a shelf. Could you
right.
imagine being in on the meetings at Lego? Like, okay, we want to build a big boat, and it's going to be Titanic, and of course, that was the biggest ship of its kind at the time, or allegedly, right? And it's like, well, okay, we want our Lego set to be big, and how big can we go? And they had to make a lot of decisions and revise it along the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
And
Scale
someone
was a
sat
big
there
issue
like
like that.
51 or 54 inches, whatever it is. Like someone said, yeah, that's the length. It's like, did not somebody say, hell no, you can't put it anywhere?
Right. And my whole thing is if you've gone that big, why not step it up a notch and go crazy and make it nanofig scale?
Yeah, give us some sort of representation for people, even if you got to come up with something new and smaller. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
because I mean, I almost would have paid $1,000 for a bigger set that was up to that scale, you know?
yeah. I mean, I'm still going to look at that set all the time, and there may come a time when I'll just say, yeah, screw it, I'll get it.
Right, just pull the trigger.
Not, yeah, because I'm an impulse buyer, but it's like, not right now.
I hear that, brother.
Way too much. I mean, it's been an expensive year, and now we're going into New Year's, and there's only some cheap Star Wars stuff coming, I guess. So I'm okay. Even if the stuff comes early before the New Year, it's like, okay, that's not a big deal. I mean, last year at this time, I scooped, hey, wifey's back. I scooped 4 sets like 2 weeks early. And then
Hmm.
it kind of made for a boring January. But I mean, what's coming out? The figure packs and the Ahsoka Brickhead, like it's not devastating this year. So it's like, okay, whatever. If I get these
Right.
early, then I got nothing to look forward to in January because other than Lego ideas, I'm a Star Wars guy, so I don't know what will get my attention later.
I know I'm gonna have my hands full in January with the new modular.
Oh,
That,
I gotta admit that is tempting.
that's right up my alley, and I already know I'm gonna get at least two of them, and I'm debating on if I want to double that or not. I got to see
Wow.
some of the VIP people have.
That reminds me, I got called Lego. I got screwed on some VIP points and I hadn't
Well,
noticed. I'm
that's,
going to have to call them up and say, hey, make it right.
now, what's cool is in this digital age, there's a receipt and proof of purchase for everything you have. So
Yeah, all the
it's,
stuff I bought from them is all there. So it's like, there's no real dispute. I mean, why
that's
isn't
cool.
it there? Fix it.
There you
They've
go.
they've made a mess of a bunch of my accounts over the years, and this is another one that they did something 5 months ago on the main account. It's like, you buggers. But there's a record of everything I bought, so I'm not
Right.
concerned
It
about
won't
it.
be too hard to track it down and get you squared away.
Yep. And then I'll use that to buy stuff in January.
There you go.
Everyone's asking me, you buying anything for double VIP? Nah.
When is that?
Is it not right now?
Oh, it's current. Okay, I didn't know it was going
I
on right
might.
now.
It might be. The thing is, I'm not really shopping, so I just shop the
Yeah.
deals. I'm not. The VIP points don't mean a whole hell of a lot to me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. Oh, maybe it's not right now. Right now, there's double VIP on certain sets, like
If you can find them.
if you can find them. But yeah, it didn't just bounce up with a VIP promotion. So maybe it's just the Americans getting double VIP. Someone's
I'll
get
have to look into that.
yes, yeah, check it out. Because for me in Canada, I'm not seeing it.
Right.
And let me make sure. Yeah, CAD. So it's coming up Canadian. That's the
Yeah.
other thing. Sometimes on mobile, the Lego site comes up US for whatever reason.
Huh.
Yeah, little
Weird.
bugs.
You think you? Yeah.
Oh,
You think you
I
do on
thought I
a
was getting a
Canadian site?
deal one time. Like everything was $20 less. Like sweet. I don't know about to commit everything. Like wait a second, and the card it corrected itself. It's like that's not what I saw earlier.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Your price jumped up $60 or something.
Something ridiculous, and then I went back. Like, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually had gotten on the phone one time when a previous time when that had happened on just one set. I put it in the cart, going through the shenanigans. Like, how come the price isn't right? And then the lady informed me that I was on the US site. It's like,
Right.
oh, damn. All right. I politely excused myself. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
not knowing.
I wasn't getting rude, but I was definitely getting a little upset. And it's like, once we figure it out, like, how come it's not showing up right? And yeah, I'm on the wrong site. I'm a dummy.
Right. Right.
Wishful thinking. I think it
Yeah.
was during the Iron Man UCS set. I was trying to get that. And it's like, oh, look how much cheaper it is than what I expected. Great. Why isn't it showing up in the cart properly? Nope.
Right.
Because I'm a doo doo head.
Can you say transfer rate, children?
Yeah. I miss, I'm old enough to remember when the Canadian dollar was equal and on par. I remember when it was even 5 cents more in value.
Um,
Um, yeah, the good old days. And I know the
oh,
Americans loved it too because the Canadians would come down with their money on par, the money that was worth 5 cents more, and shop like crazy. Because while the exchange favored us
right.
slightly, your cost of living and everything else was different than ours. And you guys still came out ahead when we would shop down there. Um, but yeah, when it all went
Right.
the other way, it's like, damn, that sucks.
Yeah. Well, don't give it too don't wait too long. The way things are going in this country, I'm sure our dollar will continue to decrease in value.
Well, it's like it's not based on the gold standard, and the level of U.S. exports, well, doesn't really justify the value of the American dollar. So it's all
No,
smoke and mirrors,
you're right. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, we're fortunate that in Canada we do have a fair bit of stuff to export. It's all raw materials, though. Electricity, water, wood. You know, um,
Us
which
Americans
is
like
which
maple syrup,
which is wanted. You guys like it, and that's great. We love that.
right?
But it's we're not manufacturing a lot.
Hmm.
And you guys know it because there's not a lot you're manufacturing. I mean, look at Detroit.
Yeah, dude. So sad.
And that's another case of where our leaders sold us out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because it did not, and it still doesn't have to be that way. All they have to do is draw a line in the sand and saying this either doesn't come into the country or high tariffs. You make it not easy to get or not affordable to get, so that
Yeah.
you can put the emphasis on the local product, have Americans working again. In our case, have the Canadians working again, instead of watching the jobs go south to Mexico or somewhere else even.
Oh yeah, when Trump did all of that, everybody freaked out. And for the first time in my lifetime, I actually got to hear news of General Motors wanting to build a factory in America.
Yep, yep. I know at one point it was screwing one of my Oshawa plants or something, and but I could totally respect an American president trying to put jobs back in America. So
Exactly.
while it sucked for us here, it's like that's okay. We still have plenty of plants making cars. It wasn't that big a deal.
Right.
But you know, car plants in America have been decimated
Yeah.
in the last 25, 30 years. And it's like
Oh
you
god.
finally had a president willing to put his money where his mouth is.
Right. It's just too much for the people to handle, I guess.
Yeah. But
Hold
you got people who don't like to talk like, oh no, you can't do that in a global market, and you can't protect your local businesses. Like, that's BS. We do it here in Canada. We do it with our milk. You guys do it, I think, with eggs down there, and I think beef is controlled a certain way too with pricing. You do have to control your local markets.
Absolutely.
You can allow imports, but you don't devastate the local market and the local jobs.
Yep.
It's just wrong. Let's see. So trans clear. My first sticker. Let's pull out the sticker tool and
Yeah,
just
I'll either use a brick separator or go old school and get a pair of tweezers.
yeah. For me, I love my little flathead screwdriver. Point 3.0 by 50 millimeter. Really nice and small. Metric,
Right.
of course. I'm metric.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's so sad. Here in America, doctors have to give a reference instead of just a measurement. Well, Mr. Smith, you have a tumor that's approximately 22 millimeters in diameter. Oh, geez, is that bad? Or is that not too big? Well, it's about the size of a baseball. Okay, okay.
Because you don't know the
You
the
have no
metric.
clue what the fuck 22 millimeters in diameter is.
Oh man. See, it was weird for us in 1982. I think it was. That's when in Canada it was really rammed down our throats because we were learning pounds and inches and everything else before that.
Oh, wow.
And then in
Okay.
80, yeah, it was, I can't remember what grade it was for me, like grade 2 or grade 3, something like that. And all of a sudden, there was a lot of pressure for us to really kick it in and say, okay. So I had to learn both. And then we phased out largely, not everywhere, because like, yes, we pump gas in liters, but if you go to the supermarket Yeah, you can weigh stuff and get kilograms or 100 grams. What we weigh stuff in grams, but the same scales, and you can get the pricing in pounds too. So we do it both ways for a lot of stuff up here.
Okay, that's pretty
That's cool.
cool.
Well, it is because I mean,
Oh,
you couldn't expect everyone to change overnight. I mean,
all
and
right. Hey,
still we're
Cliff.
doing and look, and 30, 40 years later, I mean, we're still doing it. So,
Yeah.
and I can go into any supermarket and still see pounds
Hmm.
on stuff. Yeah.
I hope you're doing all right, Cliff. Tornado weather is nothing to play with, my man. You stay safe, bro.
Whoa. Oh, no, no, that's okay, Cliff. Hey, do what's right, man. Always.
Yeah, internet and bad weather don't mix too well. Appreciate
Well,
you
yeah,
hanging out, man. Thanks
the
for
first thing
stopping.
I tell people if they don't have batteries on their, like I have a battery under this desk for all this computer equipment. I got a battery for the TV and what's over there. I got battery in my daughter's room for her computer stuff. If you don't have that kind of setup, I recommend unplugging whatever you don't need just so there's no weird spikes or anything.
Yep, yep. That's what I do whenever we have our hurricanes and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, when as soon as the lights start flickering, I shut it down. I'll kill the AC. Um, I might unplug the fridge, turn the TV off, shut the computer down, because I want to get to it before Mother Nature does.
Yeah. No, it's definitely good advice. That's for sure.
And then after the power's been off for say an hour or three, I'll fire up the generator.
Mm. Actually, that's a big deal. So, I mean, keeping that thing gassed up. I mean, people, I
Oh,
guess,
dude.
forget. Yeah,
After
you got to be prepared.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we have our season, you know what I mean? So in the beginning, and I just um upgraded my fuel storage situation. But yeah, around the beginning of the season, I'll go get all my generator fuel tanks filled and be ready to go. And then at the end of the season, if I don't use the fuel in my generators, I'll use them for cutting grass or in my vehicles, you know.
Okay, so you don't let just sit and rot out your tank or
Oh
anything.
no, hell no. And then you got to put fuel additives to store it and all of that. No, 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 no. I'm not in the business of storing fuel any longer than I have to.
Doom, you were asking, is his new purchase? No, I mean I've had this for probably 2 years now. It was a discount set. I'd flipped a bunch of them. This is the one for my personal collection, and I'm kind of like, about it. That figured I'd build it, get it done, because I'll build anything. I don't care if it's elves, friends, whatever. I'll build anything once. Um, Maybe not buy it for myself. Like, it's funny. I keep looking at these, like, I buy a lot of Mega stuff, but like Barbie, I've never bought a Barbie set intentionally. And it's like, I'm just curious to try it. And then I'm thinking, why? But I think about it. It's like, man, it'd be cool to do one. Find whatever their best set is, or there's got to be something cool, like a mansion set, or must be a jet set, or
So there's actually Barbie brick sets, is what you're telling
oh,
me?
dude, yeah, 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 yeah. Yep. Yeah, Mega
I did
Construct.
not
Because,
know that.
well, see, Mega is owned by Mattel and has been for, I don't know, 5, 6 years
Gotcha.
now. So that's where you're
Okay.
seeing the Masters of the Universe come out. You're seeing
The Hot
uh, Hot
Wheels.
the Hot Wheels now. All the licensed stuff that they have, they're slowly trying to figure out how can we
Do it in
capitalize
brick.
on it.
Yeah, and
And
do
they've
it in
got all
brick.
these great licenses. And hey, Master of the Universe has done very well for them.
Man, that castle is flipping awesome, dude.
Dude, I know. I'm going to enjoy that so much when I finally break down and do it.
Hmm.
I've got every buildable set from Castle Grayskull, all the other sets, including the show set that's rare and exclusive. The only
Nice.
sets I haven't bought
Mhm.
is they got 4 of these things. I only bought 1 of them because this has the He-Man jet ski thing, jet
Okay.
sled. The other ones, because they're really tiny, tiny builds,
Yeah,
and
you're pretty much
I had
buying it
no
for the
interest.
food
Yeah, you're buying it for the figure usually, and I had
and the
just no
food that it
interest.
comes in.
Hey, Big Nate,
Oh, what up, Big Nate?
but I want to build them all out and have a dedicated section in my cabinet.
Oh
But
yeah, definitely.
I know I'll have to make a decision like, well, what's coming out of the cabinet to make that happen?
Oh
Because
yeah.
I, because that's gonna be pretty big. But that gray skull, actually, I saw someone who bought 2 or 3 of them and
Mm.
jacked that one up too. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Like I did with the castles.
yeah.
Yep. Indeed.
Another one of these crazy backpacks for 2 swords. Okay,
Hmm.
wicked looking.
Oh yeah, Ninjago's got some cool little stuff, man. I'm
Oh,
not
this is
really
just.
into it per
I
se.
gotta admit, these figures are wicked. Like, I'd be half tempted to maybe do what you said. Just put the take it apart, break it down. I could probably sell the figures and still make
Right?
money on this thing.
There you go.
Oh, there's a little thing that goes like a feather. I gotta find
And you
that.
said it's an older set, right?
Well, it's like 2 or 3 years old now.
Oh, okay. But either way, it's Lego. It all goes up in value, right?
Yeah, if I sit on it long enough, I mean, it's not hurting me any. It's just I've been looking at it, and the hardest part of having more than a few sets in a backlog is okay. What do you build? Do you build a small one? Do you build the big one? Do you build a theme? I got I got all these stupid problems, and it's like, well, how about I build one I'm not too thrilled with, or one I know I'm not going to collect a lot of. Build it, get it out of the way, get it out of the backlog. Then at least I feel like I've made some progress. It's like I got some of those hidden side sets. That's another thing. It's a gimmick tied to cell phones, right? It's like I don't. I mean, the sets are okay. I think they shot themselves in the arm. A lot of parents didn't know what they were buying when they were buying those sets because they look at the box and they're just clueless. Like, what am I really getting here? Which is why
Yeah.
it didn't sell too well. But I think like some of the sets, like the bus, were cool. The thing with Hinside that was really weird, they ripped off themselves. They ripped off the Scooby Doo sets.
In a
They
way,
ripped
yeah.
off for a whole bunch of them, like 5 or 6 sets. Like there's some real strong. You can see where the incentive was, like the inspiration for the Inside when you can see the Scooby Doo matching set. It's like, wow, guys. But I mean, that's okay. Whatever.
Right. Yeah, I
I mean,
had gotten
I just
mine.
wish I had the Scooby Doo stuff. It's like screw Hidden Side. Give me the Scooby Doo stuff.
I got them, all of them except for the lighthouse.
Really?
Yeah. I should have bought two of them when I was getting them because originally I got them for my son, and he's into just. I'll build the set. I might play with it 2 or 3 days, but then it's coming apart, and I'm gonna be building other stuff with it.
Okay. Well,
But
that's fair.
at the time, not really knowing what I know about Lego, uh, it became his. But I technically I have all the parts. They're just in different mocks that he's made and stuff.
I'm looking for what looks like a black version of that controller, and I'm not seeing it. But
Hmm.
apparently, this guy holds a black version of it. Oh, there it is. Wicked. All right. Jacob is never going to forgive himself for missing this crap because he's all into this stuff.
Yeah, he knows a lot about Lego in general, but especially Ninjago, I would say.
Oh, yeah. You get him talking on Ninjago. I mean, not many people will out talk him on this stuff.
Right. Maybe Mayo.
Yeah, probably. He seems to know. He seems to know a fair bit about this. I mean, he's such a. Well, I'm trying to come up with a polite word for it. He would just retain so much information.
Yeah.
Um,
He's very knowledgeable.
yeah. Oh, I hate these bright neon trans orange pieces. Like, oh, they just burn my eyes to look at them.
Too bright, huh?
Yeah, it's just not my thing. You know, when I was younger, some people liked the neon. What was it, the black lights and all that stuff? I was never into
Oh, yeah.
anything like that. No, I don't need glow in the dark. I don't need black light.
Oh, yeah, I
Although
definitely was my phase with that.
I like color changing stuff. Like when I had the Zartan figure for GI Joe, that was cool. You put him out in the sun, and
Mm.
all of a sudden, his flesh tone would turn, like a dark purple or whatever, as if
I
he's in
had
the shade or hiding.
yeah, I had color changing Hot Wheels. Put them in cold
Yes,
water and stuff.
put him in cold water. That was wicked. Um, we had one of these play sets that folded up and became a carrying case, and it was some sort of weird garage with a kind of figure S ramp on it, and at the bottom was a little car wash. You'd wet the sponges, and when the color changing car would go through, it would change the color of the car. That was wicked. I
Right,
thought
right.
that was the best, man.
My favorite Hot Wheels had to be the I think they called them Smash'ems.
Sure.
Um, but they had the little panels that would flip on impact, and it would look like a crashed door.
Oh, that's wicked. I've never seen that.
Yeah, I only had like two of them,
And that
but
and that
yeah,
was Hot Wheels, legit Hot
I,
Wheels.
I believe it were. I believe it was.
Wow,
Um,
that would have been
and
cool. I would
like,
have liked that.
and you would tap the door, and it would flip over 180, and the other side would be like a wrecked door, and then you would just roll it back up to reset it, kind of like the clicker on a pen, on a ballpoint pen or something.
Sure.
And you just roll it up, and it would click back into position and look like a fresh door until you ran another car into it again.
That's cool.
Those were my favorites. But I actually got my hands on a old Zippo lighter case display, like a Zippo lighter display case
So the
from my,
rotating case.
yes sir, from my
Cool.
grandpa. And I made little cardboard shelves and put some of my Hot Wheel cars in that on display. Like I have a Ecto One and a Batmobile, and I don't know, a few other little things here and there. But yeah,
Did you actually alter the Zippo case, or these are just things you can insert and you could remove them easily?
yeah, because the way it was like a little plastic, um, not really a shelf, but the lighters would just kind of slip into little clips,
Okay.
and I just made cardboard pieces to go right across the top of these little arms that were sticking out to hold the lighters, and made shelves out of cardboard. And
Okay.
then just set the cars on the little shelf.
Because I'm curious. Zippo collectors. I mean, some of them are serious about the lighters and the displays and all that. And I'm really
That's
curious
true.
what that case is worth
I never
to a
thought about that,
because
but you're right. Yeah.
every time I go to the nostalgia shows here, um, I see like clearly what's junk to me is someone else's treasure, and you can see what's going on. It's like, wow, all this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Someone wants whatever you got. That's for sure. I learned that.
And it's got to be no newer than the 70s, because I can remember it as a child, like as young as 4 or 5 years old, with him having it.
Really.
So, and I was born in '80.
How did he come across it? Any idea? Like, how did he
No,
acquire it?
is for my entire memory of him having it, it always had little wooden shelves in it, which is where I got the idea to make my cardboard shelves. But his wooden shelves that he had in there were too narrow for Hot Wheel cars. But he
Okay.
had a bunch of little knickknacks set on there, like a little thimbles and teaspoons from other states, and just little tiny knickknacks in there.
Yeah.
And
That's cool stuff.
yeah, when he passed, I was lucky enough to get my hands on it. All the knickknacks were gone and claimed, but nobody wanted the case. I was like, "Oh, please let me have it,"
Yeah.
because that was my first thought. I'm gonna make a display case for my Hot Wheel cars, you know?
And it's nice to keep that stuff in the family too.
Yeah, yeah. Especially since nobody wanted it. Yeah, it would have been a shame to. Yeah,
I mean, a lot of people might not understand that, but I do. I understand wanting to keep something in the family.
yeah. Sentimental value is a real thing, you know.
Yeah. Well, because it's never going to come around again.
Not like this. Yeah,
No. I mean, now display cases are garbage acrylic, and if or cardboard, and I mean,
the motor
yeah,
won't last a month.
yeah.
The lights go out. Dude, speaking of, there's a fairly new racetrack gas station where I fill up frequently in the morning times. They just got a whole new pizza kitchen set up. It's like a whole new thing. Now you can get pizza at racetrack and everything. And
Okay.
just yeah, this equipment is not even 3 months old, and the warmer that they put all the pizzas out underneath has already gone out. They had an electrician
Oh
out
God,
there messing with
damn.
it, and it's been 3 days now, and it's still not fixed.
Now, chances are though, it wasn't new when they got it, eh?
Yeah, I don't know. It looked pretty shiny new to me, man.
Really, eh? Okay. It's just I know a lot of people starting up their businesses, and they're not getting
No,
new stuff. They're getting
this is
deals, and
right. No, this is a big corporation, though.
oh, okay. Yeah, that sucks when you're just starting up something. It takes a crap on you right
But
away.
it just shows the quality of craftsmanship nowadays, and lack of quality control, man.
Well, check
Yeah.
this out. So we had a deep freeze, big one, 6 feet long by 4 feet high by I don't know 2.5 feet deep. The one you mafia puts bodies in.
Right, right,
Big
right.
ones,
Big tech deep freezer, we
big
call them.
ones, and we had it in our possession for 25, 30 years, me and my wife, and it belonged to
Mhm.
her father for like 15, and he got it secondhand from someone who used to use it to
It was
store
like an old book.
illegal cigarettes. He had three or four
Yeah.
of them, and so her father had acquired this one. But you know what? It still worked right up until last year when I replaced it. It was still working. What was funny? When we had unplugged it to clean it, because I bought an upright one to save some space. But of
Right.
course, we literally lost half the storage going from this
Oh yeah.
big cubic,
Very small. Yeah.
huge chest one to the upright. But we wanted to recover some floor space.
Yeah.
And it was funny. It worked right to the end, kept everything cold, but it had a tiny pinhole leak that we didn't know about.
Okay.
And it was dripping water, and it caused, I don't know, a mold spot. I don't know, size your fist, on the floor.
Okay.
But that was the old, I mean, you're still talking about something that was 50, 60, 70 years old, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And they
Yep.
don't even make them like that anymore. Like this one had the key lock on it. We didn't have the key or anything because, you don't want to lock someone in these things. But
Right.
I think they made that illegal. I don't know. I don't see it on a lot of units now. No key locks
Yeah.
on the freezers.
Yeah. That was probably a Whirlpool or a
I almost
Maytag.
guarantee it. Mm, oh, jeez. I think it was a Whirlpool. I want to say it's a
Yeah.
Whirlpool.
Um, my father's aunt had an upright freezer that, again, I can remember me being 4 or 5 years old and this freezer being at her house. And I don't know how long she had it, but when she passed, we acquired it. And
Okay.
we had it for a good 20 years. And that thing worked like a champ. We every 6 months you'd have to unplug it and defrost it.
Yeah.
But other than
Dude,
that,
we were bad. We hardly ever did that.
oh yeah. But your freezer just keeps getting smaller and smaller, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
But
trust me,
yeah,
when we got rid of it, I regretted it. I really did. And I had to take the door off the top because that's the law here when you toss it out. And
okay,
oh man, I really hated doing that because honestly, that thing was a trooper. I mean, I have no
yeah,
doubt it would go another 10 years. Not
and it's
energy efficient by any standard anymore, but that thing was
built to
great.
last.
Yeah.
That's back again when quality was a concern and things were made to last and not made to last 10 years and designed to break after 10 years.
Yeah.
My dad was a professional auto technician for his whole life, and he told me right around the late 70s, early 80s, car manufacturers started designing things with a lifespan and stopped
Yeah.
designing things to last longer.
The the rubber magnetic seal that went around the door of the old one, it was fine. You push it back, it got a little loose over time. I mean, like I said, it was ancient.
Yeah,
My
yeah, the
10 year
rubber was
old
probably
my
like
10-year-old fridge, it's destroyed.
that.
But the 50, 60-year-old deep freeze, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, the rubber just kind of dried out a little bit, but you could
Just a
probably
little,
armor all it or something and bring it back to life.
probably.
But the one on your fridge that's 10 years old is all cracked and just gone to shit.
Oh, it is so bad that it's probably leaking cold air into the room. I mean,
Yeah.
we really got to do something about it. But yeah, it's
Yeah, you got to go on Amazon and order new seals for it, and then have fun taking the door apart to put the new seal on.
yeah, and I don't really want to do that. That's not what I call a fun weekend.
I hear you. Probably my biggest nightmare with appliances was I had a dryer and one of the rollers had bad bearings in it, and so
Oh,
I Frankensteined one dryer that somebody gave me that was broken with my current one. But yeah, it was a nightmare breaking them both down, pulling both drums and belts and everything, and then realizing, oh, this pulley and roller is a little bit bigger than the other one. Well, guess what? It's gonna work today, and made it happen, Captain. But yeah, that was my nightmare appliance deal.
damn.
But hey, at the end of 2 weeks, I had a working dryer again, and it didn't cost me nothing but a bunch of time and smoke breaks.
Nice. I don't like these instructions here. They told me to push this ball joint so deep into this other piece, but then if you connect it to the mixel joint beside it, it won't actually bend and flex like it should. It's like, nah, I'm
Hmm.
gonna use my own judgment on this one.
Yeah, take your own liberties. Hello, Ty Shelton from Facebook.
Yeah. Hi, Ty. He always comes in first on Facebook and then later he'll switch to his T1000 account on YouTube,
Okay.
which is cool.
Yeah, yeah. You
I mean, I
get
prefer everyone to come in under Facebook, but I triple stream just to see what I can get. I'm also streaming
right.
to the Lego Club Canada group I've got going. I'm trying to
Okay.
encourage more people to treat that group as a place they could advertise and promote their whatever Lego stuff they're doing, whether it's videos or anything.
Right.
I
Current
hate the
creation.
groups that put limits. Oh, this is only buy and sell, or oh, this is only news, or oh, this is only mocks. Like, no, I do whatever. As long as it's Lego, I don't care.
Yeah, you don't have to be so narrow with the field.
Yeah.
He already switched over. He's on YouTube now.
Yeah, see?
But that's
Okay.
cool because now you get an activity on multiple platforms at least.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I triple stream to, no normally it's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, even though I don't get much attention at all on Twitch.
Right.
And then what I've been doing for the last couple days is doing my Facebook page and then one of my Facebook groups. Like earlier it was the Pokemon Go group. I figured, hey, I was doing the Eevee build. Why not? I'll put the Pokemon stuff in there just for giggles, just to see
Right.
if it got any interest. I don't know if it actually did. I don't think so, but it's okay. I tried.
Yeah.
But I'm just just stirring it up, seeing if any of it makes a difference.
Oh shoot, man! I think I'm about to roll out here and go get me something to eat.
I tell you, that sounds like a good plan. My wife came in. I feel like bugging her. I don't know how long I planned to work. I thought, oh, I'll just plow through this, but it's like, I don't know.
You
It's
know?
hard to keep my energy level up on something I was kind of bummed about to begin with.
Right, right, right. Yeah,
But
you
I'll
were
tell
never
you,
really that
yeah, I was never that into it, but it's something.
right. But yeah, man, thanks for letting me hang out and everything.
Oh no,
Appreciate
no,
it.
thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Okay. And we'll catch you later. I might even see you later tonight or something. Who knows?
Never know.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right,
be around.
all right. Take it easy.
You too, man. Peace out.
Peace.
And everybody in chat, take care. Later, y'all.
Thanks, Scott. There's the tails so far. Kind of mean looking. Looks like it got a little Wolverine action going on in the back. Oh, I get to tie all this up. Nice, finally. So let's see, that's going here. There we go. So we finally have something to show for our work. We'll at least finish this. That much we will do. And then I'll reevaluate because I still got 2 more bags. And then another plate. That was nice. Scott spent some time. A lot of people streaming tonight too, so I'm sure he's got to spread it around. Ooh, a blue R2D2 leg. That is cool. I feel like I need 2 of these. There we go. Blue headlamp brick. Some Technic bricks. One. Where's the other 2? So how you doing, Ty? Everything good? Yeah, I wasn't trying to ignore you. I didn't want to cut off. Scott, he was nice enough to hang around. 2 plates. And then this piece again, and with a ratcheting bit. It's not the strongest ratchet, but it'll do. Flip. 1, 2. Plate. Flip again. Plate. And these tan pins halfway out. Hopefully I won't need to get back in there. Ooh, printed brick. Oh, cool. Let's see if I can show that. Oh, wrong camera. Haha. There we go. I guess that's the eye. Very neat. So that from this side should look like that. And one 2x6 plate. And plate with bar. Whatever this is. Oh, cool. Makes like the upper eyebrow or whatever. Ooh. Did I mess that up? No, that's first. Then two of these. All right. Yeah, man, planning a Christmas trip to Columbus tomorrow. Got a Rancor Pit and Jabba Palace being delivered from Canada tomorrow. Oh, nice. I enjoyed those builds so much. And the fact you're getting them both together, like that's going to be great. Build the pit, then build the palace, and you put the palace on top. I love the fact they were released a year apart and they fit together so well. Like, clearly, either it's the same designer or something, because that was no accident that that all works so well. Just double checking my work here. 2 Technic pins with axles. What's going on with the inside of these weird wings? Red Bull gives you wings. All right. So that's there. Okay, that's a little weird. I would have put these higher, but there's one R2 leg. There's 2 R2 legs. I've never used an astromech droid leg as a building bit. So dark blue. Yeah, I don't recall ever doing that. Okay, that's cool. Nice little bit of detail there. I guess we're going to use the other R2 leg, do the same on the other side. But yeah, you're going to love having those 2 sets. They're great sets. Lots of great figures across the 2 of them. And a lot of mock potential if you want to improve them. But even if you don't, you just stick one on top of the other. For the longest time, I had one on top of the other in my DTOF because it just worked out well since it's a stackable setup. That looks just about right. 2 of these bits here. Cyber Dragon. Yeah, I'm getting it now. Definitely looking like a cyber dragon. Four of those bits. Yep. Okay. Those R2 legs are in the Home Alone set. Are they really? Well, that'll be great. I'll be curious to see how all they use the parts in that set. Because I don't know before this if I've ever used an R2 leg for anything other than an astromech. So I'm fascinated with that part usage, and it works. I mean, it really does. Two trans clear yellows, or whatever this is. This bright, hideous. Oh, what am I missing? Blue clip. Blue clip. Wings up, neck down, flip. Black brackets, how many? 2. Oh. Little tight there. Yeah. Someone told me I might have problems doing the head on this build. When you push up, it kind of doesn't want to. I'm going to relieve the stress on that part. Yeah, it does. It really pushes on it. Look at that. And even this piece. There we go. So it just needs to be higher. Oh, what did I break off? Another one. There we go. If Jacob was here, he would have told me, I'm sure. Now let's see if this will fit on without any stress. Yeah. See, much better. It's rare that Lego will screw up because they play test their stuff pretty good. So if that's there, 2 white bits going which way? Would have been easier if I put them on beforehand. Duh. And then 2 clips. So there's the head. Still haven't figured out where that's going yet. Is that supposed to be clear? Okay, it is supposed to be clear. So this piece, then 2 white. Good evening, Kevin. A white bit there. These little daggers. Doesn't matter which way. I think it'll look good like that. Is there another one? Okay. And then I can connect that to the bottom. Nice. Very cool. So we've got that. We've got the head now. 2 brackets. Bottom of this piece. 2 of these blue brackets on top. And 2x3 wedge plates. Okay, so now I got some stickers here, 5 and 6. So we will put them on here. Let's see what we gotta do. 5 and 6. Should be easy, they're pointed. I just keep consistent spacing. It should look good. Not bad. But I'll do the other one the same now to that. And then I'll smoothen them out. That don't look bad. I'll take that. This looks interesting. Just wish Lego would try some other animals. Yeah, they do seem to be stuck on certain things, you know. They got their dinosaurs, they got their dragons. I mean, they're doing owls. I mean, in the Harry Potter. But I would love to see some. Hey, that 3-in-1 tiger looks really nice. I'm very tempted to pick that up. It's facing this way. Okay, that looks okay. Blue plate on top. Two bits. 1, 2. Jumper plate. Trans, whatever this is, trans yellow or green. Stick this on the back of the dragon's head. Oh, that was bad. Let's try that again. There we go. I don't like the fact that joint is completely exposed, but especially where you can see gray on one side and black on the other. So dragon tail to dragon nose. Excuse me, that's just about as long as he gets. Ballpark 16 inches. A little more reasonable than that, that 41-inch beast up there. Okay, I totally don't know where this goes. I mean, I built this earlier. Let me see. Okay. So we build this. So what don't I know? Oh, it's just a flying surfboard thing for the pig dude. All right. I got it. I was wondering where it goes. So many dragons, so many mechs. Why haven't they made a dragon mech yet, really? Yeah, they could definitely do with some more options. I wish that they would take their heads out of their asses and make battle mech warrior sets. That would be wicked. So right now, where are we at? I think if we're finished bag twos, the stickers, I've done the tail, I've put the head on. That's it. All right. So I'm going to put the stickers away, and what we're going to do is we're going to call it a night. Lots of interesting extras. And there we go. Very, very cool. And these figures are pretty nice too. I love this kind of sword in the stone thing there. Someone will have to tell me a story behind that. These figures are wicked. I think they make up for my lack of interest in the set. All right. I'm going to close her down. Thanks, everyone. Kevin, T1000, also Ty, Clicky Cliff, Big Nate, Scott, Mama Lego, Ryan. Thanks for everyone for hanging out, and catch me tomorrow after the Transformers show, and I'm sure I'll have some stories to tell. Take it easy. Peace.